Wu Xiaolian. It is said that Shimu was a man of noble character and integrity. He went to the capital with money, intending to seek an official position in the imperial court. When he arrived in Dezhou, he suddenly fell seriously ill, coughing up blood incessantly, and became bedridden on a boat. His servant stole his money and ran away, which greatly angered Shimu and worsened his condition. He ran out of money and supplies, and the boat owner was planning to kick him off the boat. Just at that moment, a woman piloted her boat and moored it nearby during the night. After hearing about the situation, she voluntarily invited Shimu onto her boat. The boat owner was pleased and helped Shimu onto the woman's boat. Shimu saw that the woman was around 40 years old, dressed extravagantly, and exuded charm and elegance. He groaned and expressed his gratitude to her. The woman approached Shimu, looked at his face closely, and said, "You already had an underlying illness. Your soul has already left your body and roamed the grave to inquire." Shimu was frightened and burst into tears. The woman said, "I have medicinal pills that can revive the dead. If you recover, you mustn't forget me." Shimu tearfully swore to the heavens that he would forever be grateful for saving his life. The woman then gave him a medicinal pill to take. After half a day, Shimu felt somewhat better. The woman came to his bedside, fed him delicacies, and took care of him diligently, surpassing even the care of a husband and wife. Shimu's gratitude grew deeper. A month later, Shimu's illness was completely cured. He knelt and crawled to the woman, treating her with the respect due to a mother. The woman said, "I am alone without anyone to rely on. If you don't mind my age, I'm willing to become your wife." At the time, Shimu was in his 30s and had been widowed for over a year. Upon hearing the woman's words, he was overjoyed and the two of them shared a bed, showing affection for each other. The woman gave him money to use to go to the capital and seek an official position. They made an agreement that once he acquired the position, he would return to take her home with him. In the capital, Shimu used the woman's money to bribe officials and secured a local official position. With the remaining money, he bought luxurious vehicles and horses, preparing to return home. However, he thought that the woman on the boat was too old to be a suitable wife. Thus, he used another sum of money to marry Lady Wang as a concubine. Feeling guilty in his heart, he avoided Dezhou and went directly to his new post. Over a year passed without him writing to the woman. Shimu had a cousin who happened to be in Dezhou for business and lived nearby the woman. The woman knew of their relationship and inquired about Shimu's situation. The cousin truthfully told her everything. Enraged, the woman shared with the cousin how she had saved Shimu's life. The cousin felt sympathetic toward her and advised, "My cousin might be busy with official duties, unable to come and fetch you. Please write a letter and I will convey it to him." The woman wrote a letter, and the cousin took it to Shimu. However, Shimu paid no attention to it. Another year passed, and the woman went to find Shimu herself. She stayed in an inn upon arrival. She located Shimu's official residence and asked the gatekeeper to announce her presence, but Shimu refused to meet her. One day, while Shimu was drinking, he heard commotion outside the gate. As he put down his cup to listen, the woman had already entered the room by lifting the curtain. Shimu was startled and turned pale. The woman pointed at him and scolded, "Heartless man, you're so content. Have you forgotten where your wealth and success came from? I did not skimp on my affection for you. If you want to take a concubine, why not discuss it with me?" Shimu was speechless. After a long while, he knelt on the ground and admitted his mistakes, begging for forgiveness with honeyed words. The woman's anger subsided slightly. Shimu and Lady Wang discussed the matter, suggesting that Lady Wang greet the woman as a sister to make amends. Lady Wang initially disagreed, but after repeated requests from Shimu, she finally agreed and went to greet the woman. The woman also returned the greeting and said to Lady Wang, "Sister, don't worry. I'm not a jealous woman. What he did was truly heartless. Even you wouldn't want such a man." She then recounted the past to Lady Wang, who also became furious after hearing the story. The two of them took turns scolding Shimu. He was ashamed and begged to redeem himself in the future. Only then did the situation calm down. Before the woman's arrival, Shimu had already instructed the gatekeeper not to announce any women. However, in this situation, Shimu shifted his anger to the gatekeeper, blaming him for not letting the woman in. But the gatekeeper insisted that the main gate had been locked the whole time and no woman had entered. Shimu began to suspect the woman's identity, but didn't dare to inquire further. Although he interacted with the woman with smiles on the surface, their relationship became strained. Luckily, the woman was virtuous and never contended with him at night. After 3 meals a day, she would close the door and go to sleep early, never asking where Shimu slept. Initially wary of the woman, Lady Wang grew to respect her even more and treated her like a mother-in-law, greeting her morning and night. The woman was gentle and considerate toward her servants, yet she could discern even the tiniest details. One day, when Shimu lost his official seal and the entire residence was in chaos, the woman laughed and said, "Don't worry. Just drain the water from the well, and you'll find it." Shimu followed her advice and indeed found the seal. When he asked her how she knew, she merely laughed and didn't answer. It seemed she might know who had stolen the seal but refused to disclose it. After nearly a year of living together, Shimu observed many peculiar behaviors in the woman. He began to suspect that she wasn't human and often eavesdropped on her conversations at night. The servants reported hearing her rustling clothes all night, but they didn't know the reason behind it. The woman was very close to Lady Wang. One night when Shimu hadn't returned from his superior's office, the woman drank with Lady Wang. After a few too many drinks, she became drunk. She leaned on the table and revealed her true form of fox. Lady Wang pitied her greatly and covered her with a blanket. After a while, Shimu returned. Lady Wang told him about the situation, and he wanted to kill the woman. Lady Wang said, "She's a fox. What's there to be upset about?" Mu didn't listen, quickly fetched a knife, and was about to strike. However, the woman had already woken up. She scolded Shimu, "You are truly malicious and cold-hearted. We definitely can't live together anymore. Remember the pill I gave you?" With that, she spat at Shimu's face. The spit felt as cold as ice, and Shimu suddenly felt an itchy throat. He coughed up the medicinal pill, which was the same as before. The woman picked up the pill, walked away in anger, and by the time Shimu and Lady Wang went outside to look, she had vanished. That night, Shimu's old illness recurred, and he coughed up blood uncontrollably. Within half a year, he had passed away. Shi remarked, "Shi Juren, elegant and refined like a scholar. Some say he could humble himself before others, speaking with a gentle manner as if afraid of hurting anyone. He died in his prime, and many scholars mourned his passing. As for his mistreatment of the fox woman, how is it any different from the faithless man Li Yi in the tale of Hua Xiaolian?"
Alright, this story has come to an end. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you.